This is Channel 25 WVTT Olean. Now, from the Twin Tiers' biggest broadcast news operation, this is the 6 o'clock report with Jeff Andrulonis and Alexa Olson. Listen on News Radio 96.7 WVTT or watch on News Channel 25 WVTT television. WVTT proudly presents the 6 o'clock report.
Good evening, I'm Alexa Olson.
And I'm Jeff Andrulonis. Good evening. The big story tonight on the 6 o'clock report. The driver of a vehicle involved in an overnight fatal crash is missing tonight. Police on the lookout for 22-year-old Jeremiah Burgess, involved in an accident last night in Hanover. It happened at 3 o'clock this morning when his car crashed. Neither the passenger nor the driver of the vehicle reportedly wearing their seatbelts. Now, when police arrived on the scene, they found the passenger, 22-year-old Jeremy Long. He was pronounced dead. The driver of the vehicle nowhere to be found. Now, police are on the lookout for Burgess tonight. They describe him as 6 foot even, 270 pounds, a white male with short brown hair.
2 people are in the hospital and a horse is dead tonight after an accident in Napoli last night. State police responded to the crash on Route 242 and found that the driver of an Amish buggy pulled into the path of a car. The horse took the hit from the car's windshield, and although the buggy was destroyed, the driver was not seriously hurt. The car's occupants were hospitalized, however, for treatment. No word on their condition tonight.
Alexa, a former St. Bonaventure president is dead tonight, and the community is in mourning. WVTT's Ashley Masala reports on the priest and his legacy.
The 15th president of St. Bonaventure University passed away on Wednesday. Friar Reginald Redland died at Holy Name Friary in Ringwood, New Jersey at the age of 90. He was the president of Bonaventure from 1967 to 1972 and made several contributions to the university. Friar Redland oversaw the creation of the Faculty Senate, increased contributed funds, and renovated several buildings in his 5 years in office. He also conducted many retreats throughout his priesthood and was awarded the Bene Marinetti Medal for his work as a pastor at St. Elizabeth's Church. Friar Redland is survived by his nephew, Mark Redland. In Olean, Ashley Masala, News Channel 25, WVTT.
The priest's wake will be held from 4 to 8 o'clock tomorrow afternoon into evening at St. Anthony's Church in Butler, New Jersey.
Well, Jeff, 'tis the season for weight gain. It's that time of year again. Studies show the average American will gain 5 to 10 pounds between Thanksgiving and New Year's. WVTT's Valerie Tysander gives you the skinny on keeping your waist trim. Valerie?
Hi, Alexa. You are exactly right. It's that time of year. After all, who can resist all that pie and those cookies? I talked to a physical trainer who has some tips to help keep your waist a little more normal.
One of the most common New Year's resolutions is to work out and lose weight, perhaps because people eat so many high-calorie foods during the holidays.
Just with this time of the year, with all the eating and everything else, it's good just for the general population to think about half an hour a day, a little cardio, a little strength training. It'll probably just get you through, make you feel not so bloated. Especially when it's cold, people make an excuse of not wanting to go outside because it's cold. Anytime you can work out, doing some cardio or some weights are going to boost your metabolism. So when you eat more of that high-calorie food, less of it's going to stay on you as body fat in the long run. You know, just by half an hour working out most days. For people right after the holidays, if you've gorged yourself, if you really feel awful and bloated, you got to take a couple of days, watch your salt intake, watch your refined carbohydrate intake, and just make sure you lower them. Drink a lot of water, flush all that stuff through your system.
He says the benefit of joining a 24-hour gym is that you can literally sneak in to work out whenever you have time.
That's exactly right. And there's a couple other ways you can be a little more healthy other than just working out. And those namely have to do with food. If you're eating better, you maybe can eat a little more of those holiday goodies. So let's start with the most important meal today, breakfast. A breakfast favorite? Donuts. Instead of donuts, you probably want to have something more like a whole wheat English muffin, because donuts, they're fried, they have about 400 calories versus a whole wheat English muffin has around 150. Let's move down to snacks. A common snack is chips. They're fried. Again, they're high fat. So you probably want to eat something a little less fattening, and that would be Pretzels, they're really good for you. If you eat a small handful, it's only about 100 calories. A lot of people think that when you're baking, you want to use something like margarine instead of butter. That is a common misconception. Margarine has a lot of trans fat, so instead when you're making a pie or something like that, you obviously would have to use butter or margarine, but if you're doing a stir fry, you probably would want to use something like olive oil. It's good, it has high cholesterol, and you're getting those omegas that you otherwise wouldn't be getting. Another snack is cheese and crackers. The cheese, it's good for you in a sense. You're getting your calcium, but a good substitute for cheese would be, instead of whole, you want to get 2%. But if you don't want cheese, you want something a little healthier, you can try hummus. Hummus is a really good substitute. You can eat it with pita. It's a quick snack. It's fairly healthy, and those are my tips for now. Live from the WVTT Digital News Center, I'm Valerie Tysaner. Back to you.
Thanks, Valerie. And we know it's hard to say no to the Christmas cookies and eggnog, but if you want, you can visit our website for holiday munchies that won't break the scales. Jeff?
Excellent tip, Alexa and Valerie. Excellent reporting. That website again is twintiersnews.com. Well, some of us might not be ready for the snow, especially with the sunny skies we saw today and relatively moderate temperatures. But out at the Holiday Valley Resort in Ellicottville, they recently installed a new computerized snowmaking system, and so it's snow on demand. They let the flakes fly for a few hours yesterday while testing that new system. They say the new system takes the guesswork out of man-made snow. They're hoping to open the slopes at Holiday Valley the day after Thanksgiving.
And despite the balmy weather we're expecting today, it was the perfect weather to decorate. WVTT saw city crews who were busy hanging Christmas lights on North Union Street today, and those lights will illuminate the whole length of the street this holiday season. And it seems like everyone is getting in the holiday spirit. The annual Santa Claus Lane Parade will take place the day after Thanksgiving, and Jeff and I will be broadcasting live during the parade, so make sure you check that out. It's going to be great.
Alexa, I'm looking forward to co-anchoring the parade with you. This will be our second year for covering that. Meanwhile, down in McKean County, the Keating Township supervisors have approved their 2013 budget. The good news, no tax hike for next year in Keating Township. That spending plan, worth just a little over $688,000, was unanimously approved during yesterday's meeting. Residents can view that budget in the township office over the next 30 days, starting Monday.
Well, who's going to get control of the New York State Senate? That's been on the mind of New Yorkers for the past couple months leading up to the elections. And with local Republicans getting reelected to the state Senate, some say that might not be enough to retake Senate seats. Now, Democrats are claiming they've picked up enough seats to take back control of the New York State Senate. Before Tuesday's elections, Republicans held 33 seats, Democrats only 29. As of Wednesday evening, the new balance was 31 Democrats and 30 seats for Republicans. Right now, there are 3 wildcat races that could go either way, which would determine the outcome of who controls the majority, just depending on those outcome races. Jeff?
In the Empire State, the director of emergency management is out of a job tonight after allegedly being fired by Governor Andrew Cuomo. That's according to a report in the New York Times. According to state officials, Director Stephen Kerr was let go after ordering rescue crews in Suffolk County to remove a fallen tree from his driveway as Superstorm Sandy raged. Kerr was paid $153,000 as Executive Deputy Commissioner of the State Department of Homeland Security and Emergency Services.
An Allegheny County resident is facing charges tonight for allegedly purchasing things on a stolen debit card. Brooke Jackson of Andover, New York, was arrested on Tuesday and charged with 16 counts of petty larceny. The 21-year-old had several unauthorized uses of a debit card on her record. Jackson was issued an appearance ticket to Wellsville Court later this month.
2 men are in jail for a disturbance on North Main Street in Wellsville. Village police arrested Brian Holland of Machias and Brandon Grover of Genesee, Pennsylvania. During the disturbance, Grover allegedly broke the window of a business, and Holland refused to leave when asked several times. Holland was remanded to Cattaraugus County on a Salamanca bench warrant.
A Belmont resident is facing DWI charges tonight after police in the village of Angelica stopped her. Catherine Fowler was stopped by police on County Route 20 on Sunday and was released from custody later on that day. She is scheduled to appear in Angelica Court on Wednesday, November 14th at 7 p.m.
And New York State police have arrested a Wellsville resident for criminal possession of a controlled substance with intent to sell. The cops took in Priscilla Ordway DeJonge with help from a Southern Tier Regional Drug Task Force investigation revealing her crimes. She was also charged with endangering the welfare of a child and put in Allegheny County Jail with a $20,000 cash bail. Her return court date was set for yesterday in Wellsville. Coming up on the 6 o'clock report, we'll take our first look at weather as things continue to warm up the remainder of this week and into the weekend. And also still to come, not only a presidential election in the U.S., but a changing of the guard in China. We'll explain in our global news update next here on News Channel 25 WVTT.